a reflection on my during 2024 Wanda Diamond League coverage. Today is Tuesday, 24 September 2024. The Wanda Diamond League circuit ended 10 days ago, so I'm reflecting on what I did during the circuit this year for the 2024 circuit. I am Tanis Leonhardi, She, Her, Hers of Seattle, and as I go through this, I'm going to have a cup of noodles, chicken flavor. It's been steeping, so it's ready to go. And here, the big plump noodles. Oh, that's kind of steamy. Okay, so this is what I've done for the 2024 Wanda Diamond League. It's a circuit, so there's a bunch of competitions over a number of different locations in a number of months, sometimes multiple in 1 month competitions. So this is what I did during the Diamond League circuit, like inclusive, so from like calendar day of day one to the last day of the final. And that is Saturday 20 April 2024 to Saturday 14 September 2024 across various locations. So during here does mean something a little different than my 2024 Summer Olympic Games coverage, which was like the competition it's not broken up like this. So I did actually, I'm thinking about it, I ended up having kind of three, so I classified it as same day, kind of for event / result / person centric videos. There was same day, not same day, but within 3 days of the result, and then just during the competition, as in between the start date and the end date overall. But like, did I go back to anything that I didn't cover at the time or within 3 days? So the total number, so that's the introduction. Then we have the number of during competition videos. So that's like during the competition, be it an event specific or just like a career mealtime where I'm talking about the competition or something like that. So there was 38 general videos and 34 event / result / person centric videos. Then number of same day videos, so like event / result / person centric, were 25. And then number of videos in an event / result / person centric approach that were not same day and were published within 3 days of the attained result, I had 2 of those videos. Those 2 videos were leading into they were early July. It was like, whew. Oh, it was 2 days. One was a Faith Kipyagon result and one was a Jamel Sajati result, if I'm recalling correctly. And I was like debating for both of them. I think they were both 2 days delayed. And I was like, should I? So I waffled. And then I did. So, ergo, how I felt about my coverage. So, I'm happy. I did circle back to results from earlier in the circuit before it ended. So went back to like, April, May, June. And then at the same time, or like 2 days delayed, was July, August, September. So I did end up with a fairly decent spread in dates. Diamond League, the Wanda Diamond League stuff there's a lot of results, there's a lot of events, there's a lot of people, and then there's like standard competition, and then there's like...
Hey Dan?
Yeah?
I'm going for a walk with the dog.
Alright, love you, stay safe, have fun.
Okay,
Okay, thank you. And then there's like they can have age group stuff, they can have national stuff, so there's a little bit of just like being really overwhelmed. So I think I did a good job getting something out multiple times and not letting the feeling of being swamped weigh me down to the point where I couldn't put anything out. Yeah, so I think I did a good job. I think, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. How I felt about results. So like this stuff I covered, I'm happy. Got, I think, a couple world records in there. And got some speedy times, even if they weren't world records. I think there's a little bit of, it was a reminder that running is in track and field is a little bit more diverse in terms of where and when people attain their kind of like season or personal best times. And this circuit was representative in that sense of, you know, it was an Olympic Games year, but that doesn't mean that the world records were set there. And that's kind of how running works. And has kind of always worked, so in that sense, that's a good thing. So yeah. Last talking point, potential for follow-up coverage. So I was thinking about that a little bit, and it's kind of, so I could, yes. There's the, once I've done something like this, I can be like, oh, whether I liked it or not, I've done it. Like, okay. If I were to, so there's reasons I might circle back is certain particular results, particular events, wanting to understand some of the structure of the Diamond League competitions. So there's potential. In terms of like, would I make it a project? It's a little bit of a different question. That would be, at this point in time, not necessarily, but if I wanted to, like, let's say, so take it and make it running competition for myself focused. If I were to be like, I want to compete in the national level competition at Wanda Diamond League at whatever point in time, it might be in like, so then I start working on that and I'm fast enough and that kind of thing. Then it might be, and I wanted to figure out how Wanda Diamond League works as I'm kind of doing it. Instead of covering, or in addition to covering whatever I'm going through, it might be good to go to a previous edition. And since this one is over, this might be a good one because I already have videos out on it, right? Is to deepen my understanding going back to this one and being like, can I deepen it for what I'm doing at the time, with also being like, okay, I think it works like this. Can I go back and check results from the 2024 edition and see if that's true, kind of thing. And if it's not true, has it changed? It also helps me come up with questions to ask. Right. So there we go. So, but because it's in my discipline and it is a relatively high frequency competition, it is one that is like, for myself, there's different ways a project for coming back to this particular edition could go, be it just a singular thing or a larger commitment. There we go. So in conclusion, that was tasty, and that was a reflection on my during 2024 Wanda Diamond League coverage, 24 as of today, filming this Tuesday, 24 September 2024, and it was I enjoyed what I saw.